flags. Okay, the pack works their way around turn number 1 and into turn number 2 they go. These machines will get up to about 145 miles an hour down that back straightaway in the turn number 8 area, and all the while they're leaning the bike over. Sounds pretty scary? Guess what? It is. Around turn 2 they go, and 2 riders now making a break for it as they head and brake hard for turn number 3 and go up in the hill for the first time. 8-lap event coming up. Boy, side-by-side action here in for position number 1, and then back there in third spot, we've got 2 riders who are side-by-side, but now they've been joined by 3 other riders. We have a 5-rider duel, 6-rider duel now for third spot. And it looks like one of the riders who was in second spot is vaulted his way into the lead. Has got a pretty big lead now coming around turn number 9. Here they come around turn number 9, 1 lap down, 8 laps to go. On in front, Barry McAteer on the Yamaha. Running in second spot is Jeff Cook on the Suzuki. In third, Brett Meacham, who's your points leader. He's running in third spot. And in fourth spot, 572, Ralph Payne on a Suzuki. And in fifth spot, 86, Mike Johnson on the Yamaha. Good Yamaha-Suzuki scrap right now. With Yamaha leading, we got a Suzuki in second. We have a Yamaha in third, a Suzuki in fourth, and a Yamaha in fifth. So it's Yamaha, Suzuki, Yamaha, Suzuki, Yamaha. Good brand mix here in this open race. Right now we've got 5 riders battling it out for a third spot up there. And that is really closely contested. We're going to keep an eye on that, try and pick up some names and numbers for you this time around. But boy, just taking off and leaving everybody is 972. Big lead by Barry McAteer. He's really opened up a huge lead, and he's broken away from the rest of the pack clearly now, heading around turn number 9. Second place now starting to hold on to a very lonely second place, and that's 313. That is Jeff Cook. Lap number 2 down, 6 laps to go. Still out in front, and with a big lead, Barry McAteer, Yamaha. Then comes the Suzuki of Jeff Cook. Behind him comes the Yamaha of Brent Meacham. Behind him comes the Suzuki of DeLeo. Then comes in fifth spot, 313. That's Cook on the Suzuki. Cook now dropping off the pace a little bit. He was in second spot, and he's been overwhelmed by the rest of the pack now, dropping down to fifth. Then in sixth spot comes 86. That's Mike Johnson on the Yamaha. In seventh spot, bike number, looked like that was 2, George Zabeda, the birthday boy, back there in seventh spot on the Suzuki. And in eighth spot, Antonio Atwater holding down 8th. And boy, a good ride by bike number 651. That's Pete DeLeo now after getting a very poor start. He has vaulted himself way up there amongst the leaders now and is leading that pack going up into turn number 5 and 6. In fact, he's starting to break away now from that tightly contested group battling for 4th spot. 3. Now here's the battle for 4. Still no change in the top 3. However, in 4th spot now, bike number 86. That is Mike Johnson working up into 4th. In 5th spot, it is now George Zabeda moving up. So George up into the birthday boy up into 5th place. Then comes Antonio Atwater in 6th. And then Jeff Cook, who had a second place, was running in 2nd place, has dropped way off the pace now, back there in 7th place. In 8th spot now, 572, and that is Ralph Payne running in 8th spot, and 9th spot 521. That is our last rider. And we don't have a 521, do we? Looks like a rider is off the course mechanical up on top of the hill. It looks like that could be Pete DeLeo, the Suzuki rider, because we didn't see him come around this last time. And it looks like Pete DeLeo off the racetrack with mechanical problems up there in the top of the hill, up on turn number 4. Here come your leaders once again with a big lead. Barry McAteer on the Yamaha. Brent Meacham holding down 2nd spot, trying to pick up the pace a little bit, and holding down 3rd. That was Pete DeLeo going by in 3rd, so evidently up on the hill. Our mistake up here, that was 277 up on top of the hill. Antonio Atwater that dropped out with a mechanical problem, because Pete DeLeo is right in the thick of things up there amongst the leaders. So it looks like now the cream starting to rise to the top as the better riders starting to make their way up there amongst the leaders. And amongst those leaders, of course, it is McAteer with a big lead. But now it looks like we've got a little bit of a race going along there for 2nd spot between Meacham and DeLeo. And it looks like it's going to be those two battling it out for 2nd spot. Also, we got quite a battle there back there in 4th place as well between, looks like, Mike Johnson and George Zabeda. We'll find out who that is coming around. It looks like, but dropping off the pace, the story of this race was Jeff Cook, who was in 2nd spot for a while and now has really dropped down. 450 modified production. Riders, we need you up to the grid right now. Race number 5, 450 modified production. Let's get up to the grid. Barry McAteer coming by out in front in 2nd spot. And these guys are closing in on your leader. That is Meacham and DeLeo. And then behind them, a great struggle for 4th spot between Mike Johnson and George Zabeda. Then behind them comes Payne, Cook, and 521, who we don't have a name or number on up here. So, but it's Payne and Cook rounding out the top 6th and 7th places, but we don't have a name for bike number 521 out on the racetrack right now. Okay, looks like 86 has dropped down. Michael Johnson's lost the position now to the hard-charging George Zabeda. Our birthday boys picked up 1 place, and has moved up into 4th spot, but still no doubt who the leader is. It's going to be, and the eventual winner is going to be Barry McIntyre. Jimmy Beach, you want to come up here to the tower, please? Jimmy Beach, Jay wants to talk to you. Jimmy Beach, up to the tower, please. Still no change in the lead as we're coming up, winding down this race. Our starters got the white flag out. Still, we've got a terrific conflict going on there for 4th spot between Zabeta, who took over 4th place, but not giving it up. Mike Johnson wants that position back, and they're still struggling out there for that position. But Barry McIntyre coming down to get the white flag. He's got one more lap to go. And the big Yamaha with Barry McIntyre aboard will take the win. Brett Meacham holding down 2nd spot, Pete DeLeo in 3rd. So it's 2 Yamahas and a Suzuki now holding down the top 3 positions. Then in 4th spot comes Sabeta. 5th spot comes Michael Johnson, and that'll do it. The ARRA event coming up next. 450 modified production up next. 450 modified production. Behind them comes Ralph Payne, then comes Jeff Cook, and behind them comes what, 521, our mystery rider, right? That last place rider, 521, could be David Zebel, but we got him up here as 787, but we're not quite sure.